Alright, so this question tells us that a model is made of large beans glued on construction paper to show a spiral galaxy. And they're asking us, how can the model be made more accurate? So it's kind of a weird question. Let's look at the choices to get an idea of what they want us to say. Choice A says to use ping pong balls instead of the beans to show the stars. So I guess the difference there, I don't know what kind of beans we're using, black beans or lima beans, but maybe, so the big difference would just be that a ping pong ball is circular, and a bean, has this kind of shape. And also a ping pong ball is 3 or 4 times larger than a bean. So basically this one is saying for the star, something larger and circular, or I should say spherical, because it's 3 dimensions, so it's a sphere. B says use some black construction paper to show several black holes in the spiral arms. So we'll actually take a look at a picture of a spiral galaxy, and we'll see if that's even true that there are black holes in the spiral arms. So I'm not sure about that one. And again, we're not sure about A. Should we use a bigger object that's circular to show stars? And then C just says color all of the beans red. I don't really know why we would do that. But again, without looking at a spiral galaxy, it's hard to say. And then D says use grains of sand instead of beans to show the stars. And so that one's similar to choice A in that the objects we're using are circular. But it's also the complete opposite, because it's saying use a smaller thing to represent the stars. So let's take a look at a picture of what a spiral galaxy is, and that should give us a better idea. So before we look at the picture, we just want to remember what we're looking for. Should we use a larger object to show the stars? Should we put black holes in the arms of the galaxy? So I'm going to look at the spiral arms of the galaxy. And the last thing I want to look at is the color of the galaxy. Maybe I should color all of the stars red. So again, color of stars, the spiral arms, and the size and the shape of the stars. Let's look at the picture. So look at this thing. This has got everything we need in it. It has the spiral arms out here, and it's got all of these different colors. You can see that there's some reddish stars in here, and there's white, and there's bluish out here. So this is great. This picture should really help us, but now we need a little bit of information to tell us what all of this stuff means. So I just typed into Google colors and photos of galaxies, and I got taken to this place, which is made by the astronomy department at Cornell University, and they just tell us just a couple simple things that will help us answer our question, which is that when we see blue stars, that's a region with lots of young stars. So all of these out here would be young stars in the arms of the galaxy. And then the red is a region of old stars. So we also see a lot of old stars here in the center of the galaxy. And so this picture will at least tell us that the option that said color all of the beans or all of the stars red doesn't really make any sense, because we have high temperature young stars in the galaxy, and then we also have low temperature low radiation stars that emit a red color at the center of the galaxy. So that choice is out. And so then I was curious about where black holes often happen to be in the spiral galaxy. And I learned from Wikipedia that the center of the galaxy, right here, the center is often called the bulge. And I learned that from Wikipedia it says that many bulges are thought to host a supermassive black hole at their center. So it's possible that there are black holes here in the center, but it doesn't really make sense that there will be black holes out here. At least we don't have any evidence that that's true. So our other option that said to put black holes in the spiral arms of the galaxy, I don't think that one's true either. It seems pretty clear to me that when we just look at the picture, it would make a lot more sense to use a smaller object. You can see all of these tiny stars here, all these tiny dots. So it makes way more sense to use a smaller thing than a ping pong ball to show those stars. So if we go back and finish up, again, it didn't really make sense to use the larger thing to show the stars. Black holes are found at the center of the spiral galaxy, not in the spiral arms. So that one's out. To color all of the beans red was incorrect because not all of the stars in a spiral galaxy emit a reddish radiation. And D says use the grains of sand. That's the only one that makes any sense. So the choice D is the correct one.